Hello there, and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the South Africa first test against the British and Irish Lions. I'm Jamie Davies, and over the next hour or so, we're going to talk about and have our watch party of the first test between South Africa and the Lions. Who will win? All three matches are happening in Cape Town. They're lined up on the pitch now, just doing the national anthems in what is one of the most beautiful sights in the world, Cape Town. It is a beautiful city. The stadium is right next to the coast, and it's actually, for some of you football fans, you might remember that stadium from the 2010 South Africa World Cup, which hosted a few of the football games in that tournament. So anyway, thank you for joining us. And of course, if you are watching, wherever you are, let us know in the live chat page where you're watching the match from today. Do vote in our poll as well. We've got a poll on our live chat page asking you who will win the first test, Springboks or, of course, the Lions. It's a big match, this. We've been waiting. Wow, I mean, it's been, when the last time these two sides met was back in 2009. Which proved to be a Lions tour to forget, really. So they'll be hoping to get some redemption and maybe just try and forget about what happened around 12 years ago. So there's national anthems going on at the moment. So do vote on our poll and get in touch with us on the live chat page like William Bryan has by saying hello. Hello, William. Hope you're well. Who do you think's going to win today? Let us know where you're watching it from. So basically, yeah, if you want to know as well, the lineups are on the side of me. So you got Springboks there with their 15 squad, and as well for the Lions as well. So yeah, it's just getting ready for the kickoff pretty much. And yeah, who do you think's going to win? I really hope the Lions can do it, but when you're up against the world champions, it makes this fixture even more sweet in terms of build up to this match. So I think South Africa will be the favourites. The preparations for the Lions has been pretty decent, though. I don't think they've lost a game. I think they've won every single one. And I know they're up against teams in and around South Africa, so at least they've had some sort of tour. But for the remainder of this tour now, it's to just play South Africa in those 3 tests in the same stadium. So sadly, they won't be moving on whatsoever. They'll be staying where they are. But at the same time, there might be some advantage for the Lions. There's no fans in the stadium for these games, so the 16th man, more like, is not a thing for them. So we'll see. But I do think they'll get used. They're probably used to not playing in front of a crowd, especially the Lions, because we've had a lot of Gallagher Premiership games for our English players and Welsh players and all that. At least have been playing in front of empty grounds up until recently when the restrictions got eased. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got Samata asking, watching, will we get to see the match? I'm afraid this is a live watch-along, a live stream watch-along. Anyway, we're about to get underway, and it looks as though it'll be Lions with the kick. And let's get some crowd noise on in the background, shall we? Let's get some atmosphere going here in the background. And let me get the clock ready for that kick. Big moments. They're showing a bit of slow motion scenes of the players hugging each other just before the kickoff. William Bryan says, come on, Lions. Vancouver's going to touch. Hello, Vancouver. Not the Canadian city, is it? The Canadian city getting in touch on the live chat page saying, why are South Africa favoured? The Lions are much better. World champions. 1-2 years ago, didn't they? They beat England in the final. And, you know, their team that play together every year. Lions come together every 4 years. So I think that helps in prep. But anyway, the game has begun. Here we go then. South Africa with the possession deep in their own half. It's funny, Nigel Owen's being a commentator, even though he was a referee. That's a bit odd. So he's part of the Sky Sports team. No crowd there called. De Klerk's already made the kick. And there'll be a line out here. First one of the tour. Well, the test. William Bryan says, Ruri from? Where are you from? Are you asking me where am I from, William? I'm in northwest of England. Anyway, line out is good for the Lions there. It's a big kick. Can they get to the end of it? Oh, it's a good kick. He's got it. Oh, no, he's lost it. Oh, and I think the referee's just paused the game anyway. I think there might have been a foul in that. But even before we reach the first minute of this test. Oh, it's offside. And it's straight away the Lions nearly getting in there to get the first try of the game. That would have been a hell of a start. And de Klerk will make the kick after it was offside. Tom Curry watching on. Funny enough, Tom Curry, for any of you English fans or even Lion fans or rugby fans, Tom Curry went to my school, which is literally 10 minutes down the road by foot. So, yeah, he went to my school. His brother, of course, is known for playing in professional rugby as well. Not in the England team, though, as his brother is. But looks as though one of the officials is having to get himself mic'd up again. I think he's had problems to begin with. They haven't sorted him out properly. Line out here for South Africa. This time it's good. It's now with de Klerk. He'll kick it far out. Oh, great interception. Now, is that Vandermeer who just went down? Jamie Burgoyne says, stairs up to the bedrooms. A Dion Dublin quote there. Trying to get me off guard, I can tell. Do get in touch, folks. Let us know who you think's going to win. Which player should we all watch out for today? The one I get scared of is de Klerk. I mean, he's one of those players that just does anything to get under your skin. He's a character and a half. I love players like him because he wants to be hated. He wants people to feel uncomfortable around him, and he's that good. He's so small, but he's so mighty. And he's the one player I fear of with this South Africa team. We all remember, I think it might have been Alwyn Jones, I can't remember, but that semi-final South Africa had with Wales at the last World Cup when it was in Japan. Japan on to bigger things now. They're hosting the Olympics these days. But yeah, there was a big moment with Alwyn Jones, massive guy compared to de Klerk, grabbing his shirt and everything. And de Klerk just didn't care. He did not care. He knew he was getting under his skin and was annoying the Welsh team as they tried to get to their first ever Rugby World Cup final, which they failed because, of course, South Africa went on to win the tournament. We won't talk about that final. Not because England win it or anything like that. That was a sad, sad day. Early morning start on a Saturday to watch that as well, so it wasn't good. Lions have got the possession. It's just over 3 minutes gone here. Of course, early days, a lot of action still to come. It's now with Price who picks it up. And then it's booted into the air again. A lot of kicking games going on at the moment. It's now picked up by South Africa's Pollard. Now with de Klerk, who'll pick it up from the pile. Don't forget to vote, folks. We're looking at the poll at the moment, and it's 57% of you believing that South Africa will beat the Lions, but 43% of you have gone for the Lions, the team in red. I think that's what I love about the Lions tour, just the fact that you're seeing all four nations mixed together in a group to try and beat the best in rugby. I love seeing, it's just weird though, but I love it at the same time, seeing like Alwyn Jones standing next to Itoje, which normally when it's an England-Wales game, they're massive rivals on that pitch. It's fantastic. I'd love to see that with football, but I don't think that would ever happen. Not in this day and age. I think it's one of those things that it's an old tradition. They'll keep doing it every 4 years as far as they can go. Now de Klerk with Korandeki. Korandeki still got it, and now into a pile up here with Itoje on top of them. De Klerk. Etzebeth. Oh, trying to get the ball out of the pile there. Go on. There you go. There, de Klerk's got it. If you love your rugby as well, folks, do click that subscribe button and support the channel. We did the Six Nations early this year at the end part of the tournament, so we'll certainly be up for doing more international rugby after the Lions tour as well. Oh, de Klerk goes down and Itoje's intercepted. Well done. He's known for it, Itoje. Probably my favourite player on the pitch. And they've made the kick clearance there. Oh, thought South Africa were going to respond with that kick, but instead it'll be a big run there by Pollard. He goes up a few yards now with de Klerk. Instead he kicks it down the floor. So still 0-0, turnovers 1, both teams have won 2 of them. So here we go then with another line out. This time it's for the Lions. Can they win out? Yep, they can. That's their 3rd one. In packs now, trying to push it a few yards forward before the group have to break free. Oh, hello Ryan here, Scott. How are you? Ryan says, Jamie, hello Ryan, how's it going? Oh, kicked though, he's got it. Pollard's intercepted, but there's a foul there, I think, from the ref. I hope you're well, Ryan. Ryan's, in case anyone wondered, Ryan is a sports photographer. And he, I'm right thinking you do rugby photography, don't you, Ryan? You do all sorts. I've seen your stuff on social media, it's always good to see. William Bryan says, is that beer? Is what beer? Oh, you mean the one I'm drinking? No, I'm actually being really boring and drinking blackcurrant. I had quite a few Moretti's last night, which I kind of regret now, but can't beat today's sport. Olympics all day. Lions tour is on as well at reasonable time, because some Lions tours we have them in Australia, New Zealand, and all that, and then it's bloody well first thing in the morning, those matches. Look at the total one, front, middle and back, 31, 30 and 13 total one in these Lions line-outs so far in this series. So yeah, if you need a sports photographer, folks, get in touch with that Ryan Hescott. Oh, Tom Curry. Just a third into South Africa's half. This is a good run, surely. No. What's he paused the game for there? He broke through. I completely agree with you, William, saying it's not a rugby match without the beer. If I hadn't drank last night, I would have probably had 1 or 2 during the stream, but I'm feeling it. Ryan Hescott. We've bumped into each other so many times when we don't mean to. Me and Ryan have quite a story. I remember we met on a train once, didn't we? And then I met you then I bumped into you in Cardiff after the Champions League final, and I was like, I recognise you. And then we ended up adding each other on Facebook afterwards and all that. And again, I've done it to you, mate, where, I just remember, I'm just trying to remember it all at the moment, Ryan, but like we've always bumped into each other just like that. I'm stalking you, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, we've got a scrum going on here. South Africa with the possession, it's with de Klerk. If you are wondering, folks, where the match is being shown, it is on Sky Sports main event. That's why I'm watching it on my iPad. And South Africa couldn't really push it far forward. The ball's landed in the try zone of South Africa's half. Will they get to it in time? Nope, it's gone out of play. Loose ball out of play there. So, first 10 minutes, not really much to say. It's been quite interesting in the middle of the pack of all that, but it's been very even so far, 0-0. Ryan Hescott also says, we'll join you again shortly once I've set myself up for it. Nice one. We got Annie saying, go, Bok, go. Durban, South Africa here. Oh, right, okay. Durban, now they've got a nice stadium, haven't they? Because I think they built that for the Football World Cup 11 years ago. Henny Joyce says, give link to watch, please. I'm afraid I don't have a link. Actually, if you try freelivestreams.com, try that. I think that's the address. I've used that in the past for streams that are on Sky, but I've got it on my iPad here with Sky Sports Main Event in case you're wondering where you can watch it. Here's the scrum. It's with South Africa. Tom Curry giving one of his teammates a pat on the back after that. He's pretty pleased with that, I think. But yeah, Durban. Yeah, I remember the stadium that they had for the World Cup for that, and it was a beautiful stadium. The only problem I had with it was that maybe it was to include an athletics track as well, maybe, but the seats looked a bit too far away from the pitch. So yeah, just little things like that I don't like about modern day stadiums for football. You need the crowd next to you, especially football. It's going to be another scrum here. Now the one thing I always have to try and remember is to pause the clock whenever that does happen. I'm not very good at that from when I've been doing these rugby watch-alongs. Here we go. Come on, Lions. Let's get some pace going. It's with Watson. He's been taken down. And they'll boot it out again. It's the only problem I have with rugby, modern day rugby, is a lot of kicking. And I remember speaking to someone who's watched a lot more rugby than I have in the pub recently, and they said they do get put off by that. I totally understand. Well, it's advantage play now for South Africa. Oh, he's lost it. Intercepted by Laws. I think the referee's going to bring the ball back here. Apparently it's not for not moving away. Rainier and is it Rain Aaron G Fuel saying South Africa on top. Yeah, it is a penalty. It is a penalty. So Dan, looking at the kick success. Dan Bigger in the Test career has got 85%, 173 out of 204 kicks were made. Well, first points look like they could go to South Africa here if the kick goes their way. Yes, it does. So 3 points for South Africa from that kick. Lovely jubbly for them. A good start for them. Ron Gatlin watching on. Of course, the Lions head coach. Wales love Warren Gatlin. I mean, I love Warren Gatlin. I think he's a superb coach. Here we go then. The kick's made. So let me just change the score. Jamie Burgoyne asking, which flavour of rugby is this, Union or League? It is Union, Burgoyne. That's the proper rugby. League is good, but it's not as good as Union. But even though we're technically Northerners, Burgoyne, we should really enjoy the Rugby League because that is a Northern thing. We got Annie asking us, where are you, Jamie? I'm not good with British accents, so I don't know if you know the county of Cheshire. So that's northwest of England, so not far from like Manchester and Liverpool, so about an hour away by car from Manchester or Liverpool, near Chester. Half an hour away from Chester, so that's where I live and where I'm from. Where are you from, Annie? I take it you're from. Oh yeah, you said Durban, didn't you? Yes, you did. How far is Durban from Cape Town, anyway? And I do hear Cape Town has been like voted the best city in the world in terms of its views and just what it has there. I mean, the views alone is ridiculous. Lord Miguel says, go Box. Quite a few of you South African fans are on this stream. Good to see. course, I'd love the Lions to win, but it's not going to be an easy task. They've already got some points on the board. We've got another scrum here, just after a quarter of an hour played so far. And after that is a big kick deep into Lions half. A slip away there from one of the Lions players. And that was Hogg who slipped away there when the ball was coming up to him. I mean, you've got the substitutes we've got for the Lions today. We've got Owens, we've got Vunipola, Sinclair, Burney, Watson, Murray, Farrell, Owen Farrell. Of course, he's not been starting. And then Williams, which, yeah, Owen Farrell not starting. Interesting, that. So, I'm not sure what's going on here. I think they are looking back at when the ball went out of play when Hogg slipped over on the pitch. While the referee's having a chat with Alan Wynne-Jones, the captain for the Lions. Great to see him back. He had that injury in the first Lions game against Japan, I think it was, when they played it in England about a month ago. It feels like yesterday, that match, but Alan Wynne-Jones had real problems with injuries, and amazingly he's been able to come back in time for the first test. And de Klerk there, they've just shown a replay there, he gets shoved down by Tom Curry just after he kicked the ball away. I think Tom Curry will be okay though. I don't think he's... It was for a late tackle, that's what they're looking at, so they were right about that. That's what happens, you know, the moment they make the kick and you've already committed, you're most likely going to fall into them. Rassi Erasmus is watching on. Yeah, if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. We are literally just a few subscribers away from reaching 3,800, so we'd really appreciate your support. So because of that late tackle, there's going to be another penalty here for South Africa. Pollard already got one before. And, oh, I missed the kick there. Did he make it? I think he did. Yep, he did. And that's now 6-0 for South Africa. So, good start for Pollard. That's 2 kicks out of 2 that he's been able to make. So Lions have conceded 3 penalties. South Africa just the 1 so far. A great start for South Africa. Of course, only both kicks, but they all count. De Klerk makes the kick. It goes out of play. It is winter time in South Africa, I believe, unless Annie or one of you prove me wrong and say it isn't. But this time of the year in South Africa, even though it's the summer here in England, it is winter time in South Africa. Oh, good line out there. Well done. It's picked up. Nicely done there for Henshaw. Now Daly. They're going to play advantage here. And the referee has stopped play. Offside for South Africa. Annie says, don't ask me, I've driven it often. Stopping overnight, it's a 3-hour flight though, whereas Johannesburg, it's only a 1-hour flight. I'll look it up. So anyway, here we go then. Long kick, this is for the Lions. It should get there though, through the middle, no problem. And Lions have got their first points of the test, 6-3. So we've had 3 kicks so far, 2 of them for South Africa, that went well, and one for Lions that made it as well. Six-3. Of course, let's not forget, it's the best of 3 tests, this. The last tour for the Lions was 4 years ago in New Zealand. Ended in a draw. It was an amazing series. And at the time, New Zealand were world champions. And again, this time they're up against another team that are world champions. Annie says Cape Town is 17 hour, 8 minutes, 1,634.6 kilometres drive from Durban, going inland around Lesover to Bloemfontein and on to Cape Town. Yes, a blinking cold winter in Durban at the moment. You beat me, Lord Miguel. Yeah, Lord Miguel saying it's 1,613 kilometres from Durban to Cape Town. I've never been to South Africa. I'd love to go. Mainly Cape Town, just because everyone goes on about how beautiful it is there. Anyway, penalties conceded. It's 2 for South Africa, 4 for Lions. Kick made there from the box. Just showing replay of Itoje. There he is, just trying to get the ball away from him. He's so good at that. He is Mr. Interceptor. He's so good. Line out here for South Africa to take. Brian Habana, now that was a great South African player who helped them win the World Cup in 2007. He's one of the commentators of this game, I believe, for Sky. Oh, this is looking good for South Africa. The captain's getting through there of Khaleesi. He's just been taken down just a few yards from the try zone. Oh, and already, as you'd expect, de Klerk is getting dirty. Him and Itoje pushing each other away. De Klerk does get rattled very easily, but I think he wants that. I don't think Itoje's too fussed about it. I think he expects it. But there he is to Khaleesi. Itoje had his hands on the ball again, and then de Klerk completely pushed him away. And one of the Lions players next to Itoje was just laughing away at de Klerk there, getting rattled. Because of that, they've got a line out here, Lions. Ah, no good. No good. Intercepted by Bonambi. Now de Klerk. It's kicked on to the left-hand side. Oh, big collapse there. Oh, that was a big jump to win the ball. He's done well there. I think that was Van der Meer who got there. Well done him. Big jump in the air to win it. He went down with the ball, so he kept hold of it. So match paused at the moment. The clock hasn't paused though. Referee just having words. It looks as though we're getting ready for a scrum. Remember, do get in touch on the live chat page and vote on our poll of who you think is going to win the first test, Lions or South Africa. Currently South Africa leading by 6-3. There's nearly 25 minutes gone. Here they come now, South Africa from the scrum. That was a quick one. Now with de Klerk. Takes on so much responsibility, the little guy. Plays for Sale Sharks normally. The Clerks are not far from where I live. Here they come, South Africa. Oh, nearly. Already it's getting quite ugly between one or two of the players of either team at the moment, but this is what we want to see. Off-feet challenge, it seems. See this again. Yeah, he's grabbing hold. Yeah, he's off feet, so he's completely grabbing hold of him for so long. So, because of that, South Africa have a lion. Now Pollard's 100% so far today because he's got 2 out of 2. Can he make it 3 out of 3? From that angle, he should be able to. He's had pretty much similar angles with that kick, no problem. And South Africa extend the lead to 6. 9-3 to South Africa, and all the points so far for them coming from Mr. Pollard. Anyway, back to the game. South Africa have the possession after the kick. Annie says, you'd love it, but you have to drive along the garden route via Transkei back to Durban and the go on safari at Hulawe Umfulosi. I can't pronounce that. Game reserve, okay. Or go on safari in Kruger Park. That does sound pretty cool. We got FAYC Future Advantage Youth Centre getting in touch. Hello there. Saying, evening from South Africa, have to only cheer for my boys, the Springboks. And Annie says, me too, Bocky, of course. I feel like I'm being outnumbered here as an Englishman. But no, we love it. Thanks for joining us on the stream. Oh, that was a sneaky line out. Oh, I was going to say, referees, I think, told the Lions to take it. They're having a laugh about it because they thought it might work out, but referee's not having any of it. Bon Gatland can only watch on at the moment. They're all wearing masks up there. I mean, you South Africans can answer this question. What's the restrictions like in South Africa at the moment? Do you have to wear masks and social distance and all that? Over here, we don't have to do that now. This is why I kind of wish the Lions tour stayed in England or at least stay in Britain. Because I'd have liked it for once if South Africa came here and played. Because at least then you'd probably get fans in for it. I think it's a real shame. For any of you South African watchers as well, if you ever feel up to joining me on the watch along next week, you could join me during the game next week live on YouTube for the second test. It'd be good to get a South African on here to watch it with me and react to it all while the match is going on. And remember, folks, to subscribe to the channel. Just click that subscribe button, please, and we really appreciate your support. So the penalties conceded is 3 for South Africa, but Lions have conceded 6 penalties so far. There's been a lot of penalties in this game. 9 penalties overall, just before we reached the 30th minute. It's going to be a very big kick here again for South Africa. I'd imagine it'll be Pollard to take it again. He's just trying to get the ball fitted in nicely on the stand. So this will be his 4th kick of the game. He's got 100% so far. It's just been all him at the moment in this game. No tries yet in this first test. 10 minutes left of this first half. Can he make the kick and make it 12-3? Yes, he can. No problem. 4 out of 4 for Pollard. So, South Africa 12, Lions 3 after 30 minutes. Future Advantage Youth Centre has said all of the above. We're used to it now. Been 14 months. God, it has been a long time, hasn't it? This whole lockdown for most countries. It says mass social distancing curfew at night, 9 p.m. Emergency personnel only less than 15% vaccinated. Annie says yes, but fewest do. The majority rely on herd immunity. We're supposed to lock down again, but nobody pays attention. There's another ridiculous ban on all alcohol. Really? A ban on alcohol? We didn't get that. That's bad. But I guess they've had to ban it just to stop people from going out and going to the bar, I'd imagine. But surely they should just shut the bars, or have they? I don't know what it's like in South Africa at the moment, but I just don't understand why they couldn't just do these matches in England where you can actually get a crowd in. Be something different, and at least we could actually watch the Lions close by instead of having to travel either to South Africa, Australia, or New Zealand. And of course, we only do this every 4 years. I think Tom Curry's just made a big kick there. Coran Dickey will take the throw. Future Advantage Youth Centres put in capital letters, go Pollard. Well, he's the man who's got all points so far for the box. Now with a Toje. Not easy to take down. It's taken 2 of them at least. Ooh, lost it there nearly. I think the Lions have got themselves. Have they got themselves a penalty here, or was it another? Or was it a scrum? Wow. So, Future Advantage Youth Centre says restaurants, bars, and any alcohol sales closed. Previous curfew cigarette sales were banned as well. Annie says it's not for sale anywhere legal, only illegally at 3 to 4 times the normal rate. Jesus. It's funny, us English moan about the restrictions here, but like, I don't think we've had it as bad as some countries have. The fact that you're banning alcohol, we never got to that with us. Anyway, it is a scrum as expected. Lions will have the ball. De Klerk watching on from behind, as you'd expect. Look at De Klerk. What is he doing? He just never stops, that guy. Not the best of kicks. It's ended up being intercepted by South Africa's Lerox. The number 15 man. Just over 5 minutes left of first half to play. Apparently they were standing up in a scrum, so I'm wondering if they're having to do it again here, or was it to be a penalty? Let's have a look at the replay of the scrum. Scrums, what a weird thing to rugby. The Ron Nido has asked, can we not watch the game live? I'm afraid we can't. Mainly because of copyrights, and I don't have the rights to it. This is a watch-along party, pretty much, so just a watch-along stream. But if you can't find footage to the game, I'll keep you updated on it. So it is a penalty here for the Lions. We've only had one kick so far from Dan Bigger, and that's the only points the Lions have got on the board. They could just do with getting this one in just to reduce that lead. Oh, he's completely missed it. Missed it to the left of the post. That was a poor kick. It wasn't even that far. I mean, no, that was poor. Owen Fowler's watching from the bench there, thinking I probably could have scored that. But with Owen Fowler, you never know with him either. He's a bit hit and miss sometimes with his kicks. So South Africa with the kick. Actually, oh, South Africa have got it back. The Bucker. How do you pronounce it? Pronounce Buka, Jamie. Okay, Buka. I thought it was box. Here's Alan Wynne-Jones. We haven't really seen much of him yet. He is the captain, of course, for the Lions of this tour. Oh, another jump. Oh, it's intercepted again. I'm completely outnumbered. You're absolutely right, Annie. There's so many of you up against just me, the Englishman. Where are my England fans, or Scotland, or Ireland, or Wales fans? Where are you? You're all hiding away. We haven't lost yet. Bokeh nor Buka. Let us know, what do you all do for a living when you're not watching the rugby? Let us know. Carries 34 for South Africa, 24 for the Lions. Meters made, 163 for South Africa and 90 for the Lions. So numbers say it all there, really. It's still tight, this game, though. We've not had any tries yet. Future Advantage Youth Centre's now said box. It's just the K and the S. You know, you feel like you have to say it a little differently, but Annie says not Buka, book, like a book that you read, but Buka, book. I'm really confused now. I do apologise. I think the Lions have got a kick here, or they're dragging it back to the middle, I think. Oh, it's going for a drop kick. We do actually, in my neighbourhood just down the road, we do actually have a South African family that live here. I remember when we lost to them in the World Cup final, I remember we said to them, you can't stay here anymore. You can celebrate back in South Africa in Johannesburg. So Elliot Daly's going to have a first kick of the match here after Biggar didn't do so great with his last kick. Oh, this is going to be a big kick. It's literally from the halfway line. This is going to be some kick if he gets this. Well, he's got the length, no problem. Has he made it? No, it just missed out. I thought the length was good enough, but it didn't reach it, and de Klerk made the catch. Lions have got that ball back though. Again, I apologise, I forgot to change the clock back when they paused it. Well, here we go then. Hey, up, here we go. Come on, surely. Oh, he's missed it. No. Lions on the forefront. The ball came through and then it went under his feet and he's missed the ball. And the Lions nearly broke through to get the first try of the game just as we reached 40 minutes. That was a massive chance. Oh dear. What's going to happen here then? Let's see what happened then. It was a great run through. Bit more of a flow going from the Lions. And there was a now he gave the ball out when he was tackled. So are they going to go back to that? Because he tackled a player without a ball. That was a big moment of the game, biggest moment of the game so far. How the Lions could have done with a try from that. Neither team have scored a try yet, if you've just joined us. But yeah, we are into the overtime now. Of course, let's not forget this is a Lions Test debut for Robbie Henshaw. And it was Robbie Henshaw who made that run and then played the pass and then got tackled. It was a great run. Absolute fantastic run. And then he got tackled from behind. And then the ball went away from him and his opponent. So we are going to have a scrum. I wouldn't like to mess with any of these South African players. You've got some big players. Spend most of their time in the gym, I'm sure. Oh, scrum no good there. You have to redo that, I think. We've reached 42 minutes now, so we've gone way over. Completely agree with Future Advantage Youth Centre there, which is to break that defence of South Africa is one of the hardest things when within 10 metres of the line. Learned that from the World Cup. I remember they stood so strong in defence in that final, in that long period, and England still didn't get any points from that. Completely agree. It's incredibly strong. France, I can't remember if it was France or Wales as well. They've proven to have quite a strong defensive line from the last Six Nations. I can't remember which one though. Six Nations feels like ages ago, and it kind of was, I guess, in terms of the sport and calendar. Another collapsing scrum. This first half will never end. Actually, I think after all that, it's just going to be a simple drop kick for South Africa, and that might just be that for the first half. Yeah, they've kicked it out of play, South Africa, so I think there'll be one last moment, and then this should be the end of the first half. Currently, South Africa in the lead. Yep, line out done for South Africa. It's good. Good throw there by Banambi. Now de Klerk, he kicks out of play to make sure that that is the end of the first half here in Cape Town, and it's the world champions off to a good start. A lot of rugby still to be played, of course, but so far so good for the world champions. It's South Africa 12, Lions 3. All the points, sorry, coming from penalty kicks, pretty much. So no tries as of yet. And yeah, interesting. All the points for South Africa coming from the boot of Pollard with his 4 kicks that were successful. Lions got a kick as well. Bigger got one, but in his second attempt he didn't make it. And then they switched. They switched to one of their other kickers, which, if I can remember, it wasn't Bigger. It was I forgot his name now. Daly, that was it. Daly with the kick. Couldn't get the length on it, and then it was picked up by de Klerk, no problem. So yes, half time here. South Africa 12, Lions 3. I'll just stop the crowd noise for a bit. We'll put that back on ahead for the second half in a few minutes' time. But let us know your thoughts on the first half, folks. A lot of you watching are from South Africa or supporting South Africa, so you must be quite pleased with how it's going so far. But again, not really much for the Lions to shout about, I don't think, in that first half. I think they know that they could do a lot better once they get a bit of motivation speaking from their coach, Warren Gatlin. We will be right back in a few minutes' time, and we'll talk more about that first half in just a bit before the second half. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. Welcome back to our Let's Talk Sport live watch along of the first test between South Africa and the British and Irish Lions. If you've just joined us, it is half time, hence why the clock is paused at exactly 40 minutes. And it is South Africa that lead the first test by 12 points to 3. It's all the points coming from conversions so far, so it's all been a bit more of a kicking game. There was a moment late on in that first half from the Lions to get the first try of the game when Henshaw made a big run and then he lost the possession. And even when he lost the possession, one of his teammates nearly picked it up in front of him and could have just picked up that ball and get it home. And sadly, it just didn't happen for the Lions in that first half. And that was their biggest chance. And that's all they've really had, to be honest. They've not been able to show much pace against the South Africa defence. Some of you have mentioned in the chat of how good that defensive line within 10 metres from the try zone South Africa are good at. And we saw that the World Cup 2 years ago. And I think that, not much has changed since then. And they've clearly shown that yet again. These are why South Africa are the world champions. And especially de Klerk. Again, I keep talking about him. He's so bloody scary. And he's already creating havoc between himself and some of the players of the Lions team. So, anyway. Future Advantage Youth Centre, who is a South Africa fan, has just sent us a message here on our live chat page. Do get in touch, folks. Let us know where you're watching it from today, the match, and I'll read it out for you. He says that you can expect a try this half. First 12 minutes. Sorry, Jamie, it will be South Africa. Okay. Bucks. Is that how you say it? He also says, I think we're playing safe, South Africa. We have too much to lose. Expect a more exciting second half. Let's hope so. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot still to come in this test and the next 2 test matches. Of course, they play again in Cape Town. Nothing really changes. There's no different venues for this tour now. It's the same place. I think it's all at the same time next Saturday as well at 5 o'clock UK time. And in South Africa, 6 o'clock. So they're an hour ahead. So yeah, do join us. We'll be doing the second test watch along for that next Saturday. So do join me for that. If you love your rugby, make sure you click that subscribe button and do support the channel. Because without you lot supporting us, these watch alongs wouldn't be possible. So yeah, be sure to join the channel. We've got Future Advantage Youth Centre saying Jamie Colby or May or Mempempe will get it. Well, I'll hold you to that. You've put it in there. You should put a bet on it. What are the odds like if you get that? If you get one of them, do you bet at all? What is your actual name, Future Advantage Youth Centre? I feel bad always calling you that when you've probably got a much more easier name, if that makes sense. But so yeah, we're waiting for the second half to begin. It should start in just a minute or so. But I'm feeling confident. I think the Lions can do it. They just need to take their chances as well and actually show a bit more up front, because it's South Africa just not a team to mess with. And I know we had 1 or 2 of you on the live chat page mention at the start of the game that if anything the Lions should be the favourites, but I completely disagree. You're going up against the world champions who when they're world champions, and it was only recently, it was only 2 years ago. We haven't had that much rugby since then, if you think about it. We've had a lot of cancellations and delays because of COVID-19. So yeah, it's I wouldn't put it past South Africa to win the whole series by 3-0, but we'll see. I'd hate to see that, because you only have this tour every 4 years, and the last thing you want to see is a washout. Well, especially for me as a Lions fan, I wouldn't want that at all. None whatsoever. Hayden, his name is, Future Advantage Youth Centre. Hello, Hayden. That's a bit more like an actual name there. So thank you. Of course, for any of you that joined us earlier today, we did do a bit of Olympic football. We had the women's Olympic football on. We did a watch along for Great Britain as they beat the host Japan by 1-0, thanks to Ellen White with the header. She's now got 3 goals in the tournament, and she's the only goal scorer for Great Britain so far. But we've got our next watch along. Hopefully, we'll have Luke or someone on our channel to cover the Great Britain game against Canada on Tuesday. So be sure to join us for that. I won't be there because sadly I'm having to work, so I'll watch the game, but I won't be able to do the watch along. But I look forward to seeing some of it. And it is now dark in Cape Town. The sun was coming down when the match had kicked off about an hour ago, but now it is now dark, night time in South Africa. Of course, they're an hour ahead of us here in Britain, and it is winter time there, so it goes dark a bit earlier on. I only remember all this because it's no different to when we had the FIFA World Cup in South Africa 11 years ago. So again, Pollard with all 4 penalties so far, and Big O getting the only penalty for the British and Irish Lions, but they have missed two other kicks, conversions you could say, for the Lions in this match so far. But Cape Town at night just looks amazing. Well, Ron Gatlin looks to be back in his seat. He's even got his initials on his face mask. He's even got a personal one. What a guy. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're enjoying the stream, give us a like as well. Really appreciate your support, folks. If you're new to the channel, we also do watch-alongs for football, mainly some international rugby. Hoping to do cricket soon, tennis, Formula 1, UFC, snooker, golf as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll try and get in some Olympic golf as well. Anyway, it looks like we're about to kick off. And here we go then. So it's South Africa with the kick. And of course the Lions will pick it up from that kick. Let's get the atmosphere back on. There we go. We got Theo Legrove asking any stream links. Try freelivestreams.com. I've used them in the past and they're pretty decent. Will Beckham asking, are you showing the game? We're not showing the game, this is a watch along. A watch along is like a watch party while the match is on. I can keep you updated though on what's going on. We've got Hayden saying, Jamie, I'll throw in some South African biltong if Bucks lose. If Bucks lose, what to see what you put up on this bet. What's biltong? Is that money in South Africa? I'm not sure. There's been a replacement actually. All right, Mel Herbie's come. There's actually a couple of replacements done there for South Africa. Easy line out there for Lions. Itoje having no challenge whatsoever to pick it up. Already they're deep into the box half. Now Alan Wynne-Jones. Again, this is when they get really tested, South Africa, but they're so good at defending that try zone. Yeah, so freelivestreams.com. Try that, folks, if you're trying to find a stream for the game. Or if you've got Sky, it's on Sky Sports main event. Ha! Biltong is beef jerky according to Hayden. Where's Annie gone? Hayden, there was a few of you talking before. You've gone all quiet. You haven't gone nervous, have you? Because he might do. There we go. Oh, no, he's gone the wrong way. He went in instead. Come on. That's it. Now with Price. Itoje. Oh, what's the referee paused there for? And it will be a kick. Drop kick. That was because of a high tackle. So, are one of you guys going to send me this biltong? I'd like to try this this meat you're talking about. Bartel says biltong is cured meat, better than jerky. I've never really had beef jerky. Anyway, here we go then. Lions might just get the first try of the test, surely. Come on. Oh, I think they've got it. They're celebrating, but have they made it? It looks as though they have got it, but I'm sure there'll be a TMO review or something. That's what normally happens. It was tight, but it looks as though the Lions have finally got the first try of the game. That's more like it. 12-8. Unless the referee has something to say about it. So it was from the line out, a bit of a scrum kind of move going on there. And then they seem to, let's see the replay from another angle. Now, did he get the ball on the line? I think he did. Yeah, I think that should just be okay. It was very tight, but they've got there. Great to see some of the fans watching via Zoom as they captured the moment Lions got the first try of this test. And it's Cohen Dickey's second Lions career try. Couldn't have come at a better time. And now I think it's Bigor who'll take the kick. Got to take these when you're up against the world champions. He's only been able to make one kick so far out of the two he's taken. Oh, he's missed it again. No, oh no, it just made it. It looked like when he first kicked it was going to go wide, but it stayed straight and just in. And because of that, it's now reduced to now 2 points between South Africa and the Lions. 12-10. So, we've got a game on our hands here, folks. Are any of you South Africans watching feeling a little bit nervous now? Still a lot of rugby to go, though. William Bryan says, well done, Lions, well done. Hayden says, shit, I'm feeling the pressure. I know he didn't say shit, but I'd imagine that's what the SH was starting for. Anyway, as I say that, here comes South Africa, completely dominant, and this should be a try. He's got it. And what a try that is. That was a quick response. It's the Rooks with the try there for South Africa. That didn't last long, did it? And now they've responded, but the referees are going to check this. I didn't see any harm in that. It was in the corner of my eye when I was updating the scoreboard just then, but wow. That was an incredible response from South Africa. Couldn't have asked for it any quicker. Oh, they've paused the clock. Oh, that looked like a forward pass. So they are having a TMO review over that try. From that angle, it looked like it was a forward pass. And if that is the case, the try for South Africa will not count, and it would stay at 12-10, but they're still reviewing it on the TMO. Bartel says, can't wait for the darts tonight, starting 8 PM South Africa time. Is that the PDC darts at all? Yeah, they're still doing the TMO on it. Hayden saying two tries, 6 minutes. Well, at the moment, this TMO might say it isn't a try. Still waiting for a response as the TMO team keep checking the angles that they've got from the cameras inside the stadium. I don't think it's been given. Yeah, offside. And because of that, it is stayed at 12-10. So South Africa denied a try there. Bartel saying PDC, yes, Betfred match play. Ah, yes, the Betfred match play. I believe that's the one they have in Blackpool, isn't it? We have been thinking about doing watch-alongs on the channel for darts, especially come the World Champs at Ali Pali come December time, at Christmas time. So if any of you are up for that, do let us know. Won't do it tonight, of course, but will most likely be me recovering from this match. Looks like we're going to have a scrum. Just inside South Africa's half. Yeah, it looks as though the Rocks was in front of the kicker when the pass was made. So that is why the try wasn't given for South Africa. Meanwhile, de Klerk starting the scrum here by putting the ball under the group. I think they'll have to do that one again. So we're going to have another scrum. With the clock ticking, there's still over half an hour of rugby left to play. Currently South Africa 12, Lions 10, Lions starting off the second half very well with that first try of the match. And then South Africa responding quickly with a try which was then disallowed. De Klerk onto a fifth phase. Here they come, South Africa. It's that flow again, and those kicks going forward is their speciality. Should be another try. Oh, they've pushed it. Ah, de Klerk's got it. Damn it. And de Klerk, well, it didn't take them long after that try was disallowed. They're hungry for it all of a sudden, South Africa. I think the referee's going to check this again. Yeah, it's another TMO. What is it for this time? I think there might be. It was another kick It's those kicks. They did this at the World Cup final, South Africa, and you just don't know what to do with it. So at first, when one of the South African players tried to collect that kick, he didn't get it at all. It went all over the place, and Lions nearly pulled off a miracle in stopping them from getting the try. And then, what was it? The ball was dropped, then de Klerk picked it up before it hit the ground, and then went down to the floor with the ball to complete the try. But it's whether or not TMO will approve it, and if they deny this one as well, then that'll be 2 tries within minutes that South Africa would have had not given. Which for the Lions' sake is good, because otherwise the gap of the lead would get even bigger with only half an hour of rugby left to play. So clock currently paused at 49:32. I think he's given it. Yep, he has. So the try's given. I didn't see what was wrong with it. I thought it looked quite obvious that it was fine, and because of that, South Africa lead by 7. 17-10. Let's get the clock going again. So they're showing the kick again. No problems there. The number 7 lost the ball, but then it was a good pick up by Mpempe. He nearly got the try, Hayden. And they got the... Did they get the kick there? I missed that. Don't think they did. So 17-10 it is now, with exactly 30 minutes to go. It's looking good for the Springboks at the moment. Yep, try given. And Hayden also says, listening to dual commentary, bot commentator and Jamie from England, quite interesting to listen. Oh, thank you. And that is de Klerk's 5th international try. Not many, not many. But he'll take that for the team, of course. Come on then, Lions, let's get some pace going again. It's with Van der Meer. Now with Tom Curry. Oh, we've got Jamie Burgoyne getting in touch saying, Jamie, is this game going as quick as you liked? It's been a second half's been a lot better to watch than the first half. And I think the game's just been paused. Yeah, 2 tries in under 12 minutes. Technically 3 tries, but one of them didn't count as well, if you think about it. Alwyn Jones completely taken out there. So it is a penalty for the Lions, and they need this. It's going to be Bigod to take it. It's got to get this straight down the middle, no problem. And the Lions get themselves 3 points. 17-3. Gap back to 4. So South Africa with the kick. 53 minutes gone. South Africa 17, Lions 13. Both teams have had a try each. Oh, that's a good run by Laws. He's still going. Gets taken down by the fellow number 6 of Kalesi, the South Africa captain. Here they come again. Here's Hogg. Good run this is. 22 metres. Lions showing that they're hungry for it. Now Laws again with that great run before. It's going down onto the left hand side of that line. Now they're going to go opposite way to the right. Now Tom Curry is number 7 for the Lions. Van der Merwe. This is their 8th phase now here with the Lions. They know that this South Africa defence is probably the best in the world, which helped them win the World Cup in Japan. Ooh. Still going now, Curry. They're playing advantage. Watson. Oh, and the referee's going to go back here. He's paused the game. Hayden says 4-point game. Oh yeah, 4 points is the gap at the moment. It looks as though, I think the Lions have got another, yeah, they've got another penalty here. So if they get this, this is to reduce the gap of South Africa's lead to 1. But a lot of penalties given in this game. And we haven't even reached the hour mark. So Bigger again I keep saying this, he should get these. His kick success has been 3 out of 4. Shouldn't have any problems with that one now. It's 4 out of 5. We've got a tight game on our hands here, folks. 17-16. All to play for. Ooh, clock has paused. Ken Owens has just come on for the Lions. He's replaced Cohen Dickey. Cohen Dickey was the one that got the Lions the first try and only try of this match so far. Rory Sutherland has come off and replaced by Hamish Watson. Tom Curry's gone off as well. I'm wondering if that's for foul. In case you're wondering, it's been 1 try each to Clerk for South Africa, responding to Cohen Dickey's try, both of them in the second half. Get in touch, folks, on the live chat page. Where are you watching from today? Let us know who you're supporting. And it's currently in our poll. It keeps changing, but it seems to be going towards South Africa now. Quite a majority of a vote here. 74% for a South Africa win. And Lions with 26%. Look at this, Hamish Watson yet to miss a tackle on this tour. 39 out of 39. Now he has just come on, so he is fresh pair of legs. We've got a scrum coming up. Oh, that scrum didn't go well. Looks as though it was Vonnie Polo that came on for Sutherland. Anyway, here's another attempt for the scrum. And Lions come out of it with the ball. Oh, here we go. Surely. Yes. Oh, he's just fallen down. He should get there. Great tackle. Oh, South Africa have stopped it on the line. What a run that was from Van der Merwe, but he dodged his opponent and then he slipped. And that helped the South Africa players get back. Oh, what a shame. Every time they get their lines, they just somehow have the pitch. Someone grabbing their leg and making sure they don't get through. That was a big chance. Clock's paused. And Van der Merwe getting taken down. They didn't get the try at the end. South Africa yet again. Those late tackles that they do just to stop the try is amazing to watch. You paid top dollar to see that in a stadium. So we've got a scrum going on here. Oh, de Klerk with the kick. Oh, it found him. Went out of play with the ball though. It landed nastily though. Oh! Vonnie Polo there, just going up to Colby while he was on the ground. He didn't have any sympathy for him. He grabbed his shirt and pulled him right back up. Gave him a right wake-up call there. He just didn't give a shit. You can actually see from the bench the cuddly line that they have, that they take with them on the tour. I think it's always like a tradition to take a cuddly line with them and to look after it, make sure it doesn't go missing and all that. I think one of the players actually has to care for it. Yep. Even though it's not real. At least it's not a real line. That would end horribly. In the change room, it'd be a blood massacre. Match the shirts though. So 17-16, Lions playing with an advantage here. They were moments away from taking the lead for the first time, and then the try was denied. And that's against South Africa for collapsing the maul. So when Itoje picked up from the throw, he went down in the middle of the pack. Well, went back down, not knocked down on the ground, but then, yeah, maul completely taken out. And because of that, it's another penalty. And the Lions, from this kick, could lead this match for the first time this evening. That's if he makes the kick. I think he's got it. Yes, he has. And the Lions take the lead. 19-17. Big O with another successful kick. That's his 5th kick success out of the 6 he has taken today. And Warren Gatland, even though he's wearing a mask, I'm sure there's a smile behind that mask, but he knows there's a lot of minutes still to go. We've got 17 minutes left. Clock has been paused ahead of the kick. And he says it's nail-biting stuff that I wasn't expecting. Come on, Buck. Allison says, just show the match. Afraid I can't because of the rights and copyrights and all that. And we don't have the rights to show the match. William says, you can do this, Lions. Come on. Keep having to change the clock, sorry about that. It's now with South Africa. De Klerk. Yeah, again, they're doing that kick forward. It didn't work this time because the Lions have intercepted it, no problem. Hayden saying, Jamie, if this keeps happening, I'll have to go hunting and I'll owe you a biltong. It better be delicious. Game's not over yet, though. I'm not getting carried away. Still a lot to play for. And this is only the first test as well, let's not forget. Remember, folks, to subscribe to the channel. We're very close to reaching 3,800 subscribers, so do help us get there. We really appreciate your support. If you love your rugby, click that subscribe button. We'll be doing a watch along for the second test next Saturday, which of course is in Cape Town. A match with penalty it's a penalty festival. So, I'm not sure, is it Pollard taking the kick? Didn't make it. And the pressure's on South Africa. So it's Owen Farrell's just come on. He's wearing the 22 shirt today. And he says biltong is divine, and then in capital letters, yummy, with an exclamation point. Now then, 15 minutes to go. Time running out, but there's still a chance for South Africa to retake the lead, as they have the possession at the moment. Kick forward down to the right hand side, only to be intercepted by Price. Well, no, it was Van der Merwe actually, who was so close before from getting himself a try. Looks like another replacement's just been made by South Africa, which is Will MC, who's come on. And St. Clair has just come on for the Lions. And it was Furlong, who's number 3 for the Lions, who came off for St. Clair, and he gets a pat on the back from one of the coaches as he comes off the pitch. And we're getting ready for a scrum. Here we go then, South Africa then. Getting the ball from the scrum, Owen Farrell gets involved with a tackle there and he goes back into his line. Here they come, South Africa. Here they go, the pace looks good. Oh, and they've just lost it. And the clock's been paused at 66:59. One of the line players is injured, and that's why they've paused the game. That would have been a forward pass, surely, if they had got that. Even if South Africa had continued. So we're going to have a scrum here. It's on the far right hand side inside the Lions half. Lions will start the try in just a moment. Clock still paused at 66:59. And he says, okay, my neighbours are out, so I'll really scream. That's her message to Hayden if they can get a try here, or a winning try maybe. Still time to go. It's anyone's this match. It's incredibly tight. A great way to start off the test series, that is for sure. I think the line's in their favour there for the scrum. And Owen Farrell, with his first kick of the game, will kick it out for a line out. easy line out throw that was for the Lions. They've won that comfortably with no challenge there. Here they go, they're pushing it forward down the wing. It's gone out of play. De Klerk, yet again, De Klerk just getting so nasty with a couple of the line players. He just takes no prisoners at all. He just wanted the ball even when the game was paused and out of play. Right character, scary player, scary player. I wouldn't even like to coach him. He'd probably headbutt me if I said something bad about his game. Oh, Hayden saying that he's saying I can see this free test series going down to the last 5 minutes of the third test. Well, we all saw what happened in that last tour for the Lions against New Zealand. It pretty much went up to the very end and it ended in a draw. And Hayden saying that the Lions have done their homework. They've had good spells in this match, not all the time, but they've done enough so far. You know, this win over South Africa, if they can get it today. Oh, right kick in the face. Play continues, but one of the Lions players just was on the receiving end of a nasty kick, close range, right in the face. I think he's fine though, hence why the game has carried on. Well, I'll say that the referee's paused it. We've reached the 70th minute. 10 minutes away, Lions are with a 2-point lead. The next 10 minutes defending will feel like 10 hours. They could just do with another try here, the Lions, and just be absolutely sure. Because the time is ticking on the hosts. And of course that'll give the Lions that extra motivation, knowing that a win next weekend would seal the series before the final test. Courtney Laws has made the most tackles for the Lions with 10. Alan Wynne-Jones is 9. Tom Curry with 8. And Maro Atoje in 4th with 6 tackles, along with Ali Price, who's got 6. Match paused at the moment, and we've just changed that back. So replacement there. Pollard's gone off after all those successful kicks for South Africa. He has gone off. And now it's de Klerk who gets the ball out of the scrum. Liam Williams has come on for the Lions. Van der Merwe has gone off. Van der Merwe's had a great game. I think he's played brilliantly. Deserved a pat on the back once he just came off. De Klerk now with the kick. Oh, South Africa really pressuring them, and because of that they might have just won the ball in the most dangerous area. Surely, I think they've got it. Have South Africa got the try? Clock paused. At 71 minutes, 21 seconds. Oh, thanks Hayden. Hayden saying, Jamie, you're man of the match so far from either side. Appreciate that, thank you. Appreciate your support, folks, and watching our watch along today. We'll be doing the other 2 tests as well, so I'll enjoy being reunited with you all in a week's time. They're just going to have a review here. So it's a TMO. Now, I think this is because of a tackle on Henshaw. Oh, he does pull his arm and all that, even before he's even got the ball. Is it a forward pass? I think that's what they might look at here. They're still reviewing it. It's crucial, this. Oh, we got Barry, who's from Cape Town, so this is where the match is being played today. Saying, hi from Cape Town, come on Springboks, you got this. So how far are you from the stadium, Barry? Can you see the stadium from where you're located? Are you near the coast? Because it is a hell of a stadium and a hell of a view and surroundings from... I've never been, but from the TV footage it looks amazing. Of course, it is night time now in South Africa. It goes dark quite early in South Africa during the winter months. So it looks as though that try won't count. I think it might have been because of a forward pass. Which is, of course, good news for the Lions for now as they try and hold on to this lead. I feel like de Klerk is an animal. He just watches on all the time and waits for his prey, you feel. Here we go. Look at that, de Klerk already running away, trying to get that ball. He's crazy. Barry says he's about 25 minutes away from the stadium in Cape Town, so too far to see the stadium. I bet you were hoping to have got tickets for this match until they obviously said fans couldn't go. With the country in lockdown. Oh, not a bad kick. Less than 8 minutes to go. Lions will do anything to waste the clock. Another kick or a try might just do it for the Lions. But this South Africa team will keep pushing and will keep going for it until that final whistle. Looks as though the most carries is Jack Conan for the Lions with 11, with the stats that have just come up on the screen. A replacement being made here for the Lions, and even with that they are cracking on with the line out. Damn it, they paused the clock again without me seeing it. There we go. Paul Hendricks has got in touch. Hello, Paul. Hope you're well. I think I remember you on one of our other rugby watch-alongs early this year. So good to see you, Paul. Saying, go Lions. Lean O'Brien says, Lions for the win. Where were you lot earlier? It was all South African fans haunting me. Now we've got the Lions fans turning up when they're winning. I'm only joking. But yes, 17-19. This could be a massive win for the Lions. not a test series win, but to just at least get the first game out of the way with a win over the world champions on their turf would be some achievement for Ron Gatland and his squad. Of course, let's not forget in 2017 it was a draw with New Zealand when they were world champions at that time in 2017, and then before that they beat Australia in the series in 2013. So a bit of a mix for Lions in the last few tours, but it's been mostly positive. Oh, and de Klerk has now gone off for the rest of the game with less than just over 5 minutes to go as we're about to reach 75 minutes. Not long to go now. Lions just got to hold it in there. They've got the possession at the moment. Courtney Laws has just gone off. Now on to the fifth phase. Sixth phase. Oh, big kick there. South Africa picked it up though, deep on their side of the pitch. Barry says maybe we should give the Lions the win. That way you won't go home feeling so bad, lol. Ooh. Where's that kick landing? It's gone out of play, I think. Yep. And Lions will just take as slowly as they have to be. So line out here. 4 minutes to go. Clock still ticking. Clock is against South Africa at the moment. Lions have got the possession. Remember to subscribe to the channel, folks. Click that button. Oh, Barry's now saying we'll come back in the last 2 minutes to clinch the win. It's not over yet. There's plenty. All it takes is a try or a kick and they'll win. A 3-point kick, that is. Bit of a fighting talk going on the live chat page. Looking at that poll, it's changed a little bit for the Lions. It's 30% now of you thinking that they'll win, and Springboks 70%. Just over 2 minutes to go. They're showing some communication between the director and the coaches for South Africa. Owen Farrell's getting his first kick of the match. This might just do it to seal the win for this first test. Owen Farrell is known for a bit of his inconsistency, especially in the biggest moments, but this is a very important kick. Get this and he may just win it for the Lions as we reach 78 minutes. Go on, lad. Come on. Has he got it? Yes, he has. In between the posts. There's your 3 points. And it's now South Africa 17, Lions 22. So South Africa have got to go all out now. They've got a minute and a half to go. But this is good stuff from Owen Farrell. That's a great kick. His only kick of the game, and he's nailed it. Dealt well with that pressure. Anyway, here they go then. South Africa, they know they've got to go for it. A try to win the match. Got a minute to go. They're going to go for it, South Africa. Lions have got to make sure they don't fall asleep here. It's now with Allende. They've been pushed back a little bit though, South Africa, but they've still got that ball. 50 seconds to go. We've seen late try drama recently. Let's not forget France against Wales in that Six Nations game to end Wales's Grand Slam. Grand Slam hopes, that is. Oh, 7th phase, now 8th phase, 30 seconds to go. You feel like they're going to go for it, South Africa, onto the left-hand side. 20 seconds to go. Oh, this is horrible. Come on. Get that ball off them. They are really going to go for it. And this is why they're world champions, folks. And they're going to keep going. Well, we've reached the 80th minute. Kick it out of the field and that should do it. And what a win that is for the Lions. It's over. And they've won the first test. It's a great start for the team in red. A win over the world champions on their own turf here in Cape Town. And what a match that was. The scoreline, it says it all. It was a tight game. But the Lions have come out of it as the winners. And it's 1-0 to them in this test series. 2 more to go. But straight away the Lions, to get a win over the world champions on their turf, that is a fantastic achievement. And it's South Africa who come out runners-up. 17-22. It has ended. Warren Gatlin celebrates with his staff around him. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. What a game that was. And that was only the first test. And you can just see the kick in slow motion just then of them booting it off the field just to be absolutely sure that they get the win. And, well, how do you feel, folks? How do you feel, South Africans? I thought they were going to win today, and they haven't. But no, what a game. What a game. Barry says, well done. Annie says, come on, Box. I think she put that just before the end of the game. So I think, of course, there's still 2 more tests to go yet, folks. It could still go South Africa's way. They'll learn from this, but they know, both teams know how tight it was going to be. What a game. So just to summarise, we had 5 penalties from British and Irish Lions. 4 of them coming from Bigor. Could have had more. He missed 1 or 2 of them, I think. Farrell got one at the end there to seal the deal at the end. Fantastic kick from him. He dealt with it very well. Pollard for South Africa got 4 penalty kicks scored as well. And Bigor did get a conversion. And then we only had 2 tries in the match. 1 for each team. De Klerk with 1 when he responded to Karen Dickey's early one of the second half. But a fantastic win. And yeah, I think we'll do it again this time next week. So the next one, let me just double check what time it kicks off. I believe it's the same time. It is next Saturday, so let's just double check. And yes, it will be. It will be South Africa versus the Lions in Cape Town again. Same time, same place next week here on this channel. And I think we're going to wrap it up there, folks. So thank you very much for watching this watch along on Let's Talk Sport. If you enjoyed the stream, click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate your support. Our next watch along will no doubt probably be the Olympics throughout the week. And of course other sports as well. So do check out the channel and we'll see you for the next test, which is a week today. So it's a good start for the Lions as they make that roaring noise in Cape Town. And can they carry on and get another win next week and seal the series? We'll find out next week. So we'll see you then and thank you for watching.